4.1 Climate. Weather and climate. Weather is the day-to-day condition of the Earth's atmosphere. Climate is year-after-year patterns of temperature. Environmental conditions can vary over a small distance, creating microclimates. Factors that affect climate. Global climate is shaped by many factors, including solar energy trapped in the biosphere, latitude, and the transport of heat, winds, and ocean currents. Solar energy and the greenhouse effect. Greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor in the atmosphere allow solar radiation to enter the biosphere, but slow down the loss of the radiated heat to space. Latitude and solar energy. Earth's climate zones are produced by an equal distribution of the sun heat on Earth's surface. Heat transport in the biosphere. The unequal distribution of heat across the globe creates wind ocean currents which transport heat and moisture. 4.2 Niches and community interactions. The niche. Tolerance is the ability to survive and reproduce under a range of environmental circumstances. A niche is the range of physical and biological conditions in which species live and the way of the species obtain what is needed to survive and reproduce. Resources and the niche refers to any necessary of life, such as water, nutrients, light, food, or space. Physical aspects of the niche. Abiotic factors required to survive. Biological aspects of the niche. Biological factors required to survive. Competition occurs when organisms attempt to use the same limited ecological resource in the same place at the same time. Two types of competition. Interspecific competition between members of the same species. Interspecific competition between members of the different species. The competitive exclusion principle states that no two species can occupy exactly the same niche in exactly the same habitat at exactly the same time. Dividing resources. Because in species to divide resources, competition helps determine the number and kinds of species in a community and the niche species occupies. Predation, herbivory, and keystone species. Predator-prey relationship, an interaction in which one animal captures and feeds on other animal. Herbivory-plant relationship, an interaction in which one animal feeds on producer. Keystone species, a species that plays a critical role in maintaining the structure of an ecological community. Symbiosis, a relationship in which two species live closely together. Three main classes of symbiotic relationship in nature. Mutualism, this kind of relationship between species in which not benefit. Parasitism, relationship in which one organism lives inside of another organism and harms it. Commensalism, a relationship in which one organism benefits and the other is neither helped nor harmed. 4.4 Biomes. The major biomes are described in terms of abiotic factors like climate and soil type, and biotic factors that like plant and animal life. Major biomes include tropical rainforest, tropical dry forest, tropical grassland, savanna, shrubland, desert, temperate grassland, temperate woodland and shrubland, temperate forest, northwestern coniferous forest, boreal forest, tundra. Mountain range and polar ice caps are not easy to define in terms of typical community and plants and animals, so they are not classified into biomes. 5. Aquatic ecosystem. Conditions underwater. Life in aquatic ecosystem is affected by water depth, photic zone, the sunlight region near the surface in which photosynthesis can occur. Aphotic zone, photosynthesis cannot occur. Benthic zone, benthos organisms that live in sediments or rocks. Temperature, flow and amount of dissolved nutrients. need oxygen, nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus.
Freshwater ecosystem. Freshwater ecosystems can be divided into three main categories. 1. Rivers and streams, begins in the side of the continent. 2. Lakes and ponds, food webs based on plankton and attached algae and plants. 3. Freshwater wetlands is an ecosystem in which water either covers the soil or are present at near the surface for at least part of the year. Estuary is a kind of wetland formed where a river meets the sea. Estuaries contain a mixture of fresh water and salt water. Marine ecosystems. Ecologists typically divide the ocean into zones based on depth and distance from shore. 1. Intertidal zone. Organisms submerged in seawater at high tide and exposed to air and sunlight at low tide. 2. Coastal ocean. From the low tide to the outer edge of continental shelf. Water often supplied with nutrients by fresh water run off from land. 3. Open oceans. Begins at continental shelf and extends outward. Photic zone. Photosynthesis occurs. Aphotic zone. Photosynthesis cannot occur.